I am here with Ulrick John from the Green Bay Packers. That is your name, correct, sir?
Yes.
Great, thank you. And Nate Schaefer with ASM Sports Management, who is his amazing manager, and they are working together to promote and do some great fundraising for the Ulrick John Foundation. Is that correct?
It is correct.
Okay, so he told me he was only going to say yes or no, so I'm being funny. And you were in town this week. You had a great meet and greet at PS Tavern. We'll give a shout out to them, Hazley and Scott Minsel. We love them down on Bay Street. And they're like kind of the unofficial Green Bay Packer bar in Savannah. If you come to Savannah, you need to know about them.
Yes.
And so did you. Did you sign a lot of books the other day? Like, what do you, when you just sign autographs, do you just do your name? Or do you do with
my
love?
name and my number.
Ooh,
and then if
I like
somebody
it.
requests me to put their name on it, I'll be like, yeah, to what Rebecca.
Okay, so it's not like
Yeah.
reach for the stars.
Very few people that I'll put like a message to.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah.
That's not, you don't have that one?
I don't know
Okay. And then ESPN Radio was there too, so we want to thank everybody for that. So now, tell me the basis of your foundation. What you're doing work for individuals who have disabilities.
Yeah, developmental disabilities. And we're basically just trying to give back to them and, try and make it to where they have more opportunities to achieve what they want in their life.
That's very cool.
And so, Nate approached my mom, and then she approached me about.
Oh, mom, gosh. Oh, you bagged up mom. That's good.
Right.
That's a good decision there, Nate. Let me just go to mom.
So,
That's amazing.
he approached me about it, and I felt like it was a good thing to do, and that was my idea, what I wanted to
Okay,
do.
yeah, great.
Because growing up, I always had a relationship with a bunch of people with developmental disabilities. So it was really cool to get that started and off the ground.
Very cool. And you are, I don't know what I was going to say, so we have to edit the part out. I had a question that I lost. This is what I was going to say. So if you don't know, Ulrich is from Hinesville. So you heard it, Hinesville, Georgia, which is Liberty County.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's Liberty County, but it. And you were the first person. I mean, you're still the only person, right? Is there anybody else drafted? Oh, there's somebody else from Hinesville?
Yeah, Raekwon McMillan, drafted second round last year.
See, these are the things you learn on the Marcia show.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a lot of football talent coming out of Hinesville, Georgia. So keep that in note. So you were first drafted to whom?
The Indianapolis Colts.
And how long were you there?
I was there for about a year and a half.
Okay. And we were talking earlier about some of the places you lived. I didn't ask you about Indianapolis. How was Indianapolis? Was it cold? You liked it? Was it active? It was a good scene?
Yeah, I liked Indianapolis a lot. So my first year I was on IR, so I wasn't doing a whole lot. Most of my day was working out, treatment, and then I would stay around for meetings just because it was my rookie year. So they wanted me around to learn everything, how everything works.
How good are you at memorizing plays? Is it?
Oh.
Is that that has to be hard, obviously. Sure, that's your job. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
I've learned a new playbook every year I've been in the league.
Gosh, I guess so because you've been from Indianapolis. You went to
Miami. Yeah.
And we were talking. You did like the uniforms at Miami.
Yeah, I did.
See, we talk about the important things because these are the questions I want to know. So, and obviously Miami's a great place to live. You probably had a good time there
it was
too.
fun there.
And then you went to Arizona, correct? And you were there for a couple of years. You said
I was. So I got to Arizona probably week 4 of my 3rd year in the league, and I was there for the rest of the season. Started 3 games while I was there, and then got hurt again. That was fun. And then
it's always fun to get hurt.
And then was there this past preseason. Made the team week 1, but then we had a bunch of injuries, so they had cut me to bring more guys in to fill in those spots. Okay. And then I think week 4, Green Bay called me and picked me up off of practice squad.
That matches the research that I did on the internet, so I think you're pretty accurate about that. That sounds good. How excited were you to go to Green Bay? Was it?
I was really excited just because of the legacy with that team, see it winning and stuff, playing with Aaron Rodgers, Clay Matthews, all those guys. I thought it was really cool to be able to be around them and just see how things work in an organization that's used to winning and having winning seasons every year.
Yeah, Very cool.
We were also struck
Not
with
so,
the injury
not so many.
bug
We haven't
there.
heard from the Cardinals in a little while.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who the Colts were. No, just kidding. Just kidding. In case we get some other players. Okay. And your birthday was this weekend, so happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I celebrated mine at the lip sync battle competition.
Oh goodness, happy belated birthday
Marcia
to you.
show
That's
as
right.
well. Yeah, I know. So where did you watch the Super Bowl? Did you guys hang out for the Super Bowl?
We did not
You know, hang out with
actually.
Nate that much.
I was in Hinesville on Super Bowl Sunday, which was funny because I was actually speaking to his mom about upcoming events for
You
the
kept getting
Ulrick
away from your mom,
or
didn't
John
you?
Foundation, but I was actually doing my taxes with my accountant on my birthday, and that's
bless.
what everybody said. So all the birthday wishes I got were, "What are you doing on your birthday?" And I said, well, "I'm actually doing my taxes," and I got that response
Giving
from
myself
everybody.
a
So
government refund.
that's
That's
right.
what I'm doing.
and then when I got home around 5 o'clock that evening, Super Bowl was on, and I made myself stay up because it was just a long weekend with everything we done with the foundation, and then
And
just
partying for your birthday.
yeah, that's right. And so I at halftime after I watched the commercials, I went straight to bed. So that was my exciting Super Bowl
Where did you
Sunday.
watch Super Bowl? Home.
Yeah, I was at home with my family.
Do you like watching Super Bowl? I mean, obviously you're going to be there someday. We're going to talk about. We're going to talk with you again. This is the setup to get him back when he wins the Super Bowl and has the ring. But do you watch much football when it's not your team or playing? You just
Yeah, I enjoy watching playoffs. If my team if we don't make playoffs, I enjoy watching other teams play, just see how everything pans out.
I really don't like the sports announcers at all for the Super Bowl. I don't know how they got their job, but I'd like to throw the hat in. But they kept referring to basketball references for these plays a lot. So, did you find some of the sneaky plays from the back of the book that they were talking about interesting? Or
I think a lot of times I kind of zone them out
Yeah.
just
Okay.
because when
you probably
when
like everybody else on their phone. They say all the millennials watched on their phones. That's
when
probably
I
what
watch
you're doing.
film, we don't have sound on our film.
Right.
So I'm used to like not hearing anything, and I'm kind of like studying what everyone's
That's funny.
doing.
Okay, well, good. Turn your TVs down and follow his lead because the announcers are not good, guys. So what made you go after his poor mother?
I've known his family for several years. They're from the Hinesville market. I lived out in Glenville for 14 years. And his mom and me are both bankers. His mom's a banker.
Cool.
So we've always had that networking through banking ties and everything. And then, of course, when I started ASM with my two other partners, it just basically came to where it's like, okay, I really want to work with athletes that are from this area because I want to showcase Georgia and the Coastal Empire. And you know what better name than Ulrick John?
Well, we want to know.
You know,
We want to
so-
know these guys are coming out
That's
of
right,
the low
that's
country.
right.
We need more of it. So.
We do need more.
I also
of
want to
it.
know when they come into the low country, and there was some event, and there were a bunch of football players. I was unaware of it. Nate knows better, so next time, anytime a football player goes
That's
to
right.
the city, I get to know about them.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about ASM.
Sure. ASM is a sports consulting company, and basically what we do is when we meet with professional athletes, we sit down with them and we talk about their life when it started in professional athletes and what their future plans are going to be. And ASM complements the athlete, and we try to fulfill their legacy in life during their professional career and the afterlife. We set up partnerships, foundations, we seek donations. With both Ulrick and the other athlete that we actually represent, we try to find something that will help them during the career. So like with Ulrick, what we're looking for is we obviously want to look for a commercial deal for Ulrick. So we want to get him the commercials, and then obviously we're starting to look at clothing lines. So we're looking at a clothing line for him to actually have something to continue during his afterlife of football. And all that's in the works right now. But basically what we do is we get their names out there. Right now we got approved through the city of Hinesville for Ulrick being the first NFL draftee. So the city's approved signage to go up in the Hinesville market. We're just fighting the DOT right now, which is always a heartache. But I mean, we're in the process of working with DOT to get those signage up in Hinesville. So I always believe that it's going to say home of Ulrick John, NFL's first draftee.
So cool.
But
That's awesome. I love it.
we like to basically wherever that athlete's from in that town, we want to give back to that area, so they're highlighted. And I think with Hinesville having Fort Stewart, having a big name like Ulrick John come from there, it's just it's phenomenal. So.
That's really, really cool. I love that. There's also a and I can speak properly today. There's an N Ulrick John Day, May 10th.
Yes.
What are we doing in Hinesville on Ulrick John Day? I want to know. You're gonna get it here. What are we doing?
You're gonna forget about me.
Oh, contrary. I think you do not know me well enough to.
No,
I want to like, what kind of like activity are we doing?
Yeah. There's
Are we
no
dunking
like
you in the second dunk?
activities.
You should dunk it in the dunk
That's
tank.
right.
He's
But,
like, shut up.
It was just something that came about after I got drafted. I guess they thought it was a pretty good idea to get something like that since I was the first draft pick out of Hinesville.
You're way too
So
monotone about this. Like, I'm like, oh, Marcia Banes Day? Oh, and now we're setting stuff
no,
up.
don't worry. When
Give me some
when
signs.
Mom first told me about it, I was like, oh, we need to do.
Oh,
like,
what happens
funny.
on Ulrick John
Right.
Day?
Yeah.
It's
We
not
just
like
keep
a
adding on to
big
your signs.
parade or
Like, we'll just
anything.
put links on them and be like,
That's right.
and he did this, and he did this. That's really cool. We've got some events coming up we talked about, so we're gonna be watching you. I'm not gonna forget about you. We're gonna be watching you. We're gonna be working with our show and promoting it and things like that. I want to give a shout out to Vaden.
Vaden Nissan of Hinesville.
Hinesville.
Hinesville, yep, they're a big partner with Ulrick, and they've done a phenomenal job with partnering with our foundation. They'll be at every event that we have, along with Nike. Nike's also one of our other partners. So everything we do, we have those two that will always follow us on the foundations and the events, and they'll be there to support us in any way that they can. But yeah, the folks from Vaden Nissan of Hinesville has been phenomenal
It's
to us.
really cool. They're great people and they do
Yeah,
a lot
we
for the
like them.
community
We
too.
like
So
them,
we're happy
so.
to, and we'll be bringing you some other maybe sponsors if you want to sponsor.
We
Get in
definitely
touch
need
with
more
us. If you want
sponsors.
to have an
yes.
event or you want to fundraise,
That's
you know
right.
that we're fundraisers here. So, what song did you lip sync to in high school?
I will always love you.
He's a man after our own heart. We love him so much. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we go that I forgot to talk about? Any more yes or no questions? We'll say hi to your amazing wife. Sorry you can't play sand volleyball in Wisconsin. Come back and we'll hang out with you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and interview with us. And we had some shuffling today, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for doing what you do. We're excited to. I'll come up with some stuff for Ulrick Day.
Okay.
I'll run it past Nate. We'll talk about some activities, maybe some
Sounds
sack
good.
races.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be.
That's right.
We could have a good event. And thank you, as always.
No
We've
worries.
gotten a second chance to interview you, and we'll have you
Yes.
back again.
Great, we love it. Thank you.
Thank you.